So this is the shuttle from Folkestone to Calais. So as you drive up, you pass the freight terminal, and it's very busy today, so we are in quite a bit of a queue. So as you keep going along in your queue, you will see there's Flexi Plus holders can go over to the right. So we are now approaching the kiosk. So we are nearly at the very first check-in part. So this is where we will get the hanger for the car. Okay, so we've actually got a person.
Hello.
Good morning.
How many people, please?
Three.
Three. Any pets?
No.
And your engine, is it petrol, diesel?
Electric.
Electric.
So we are checking in
The
now.
Saturday, please.
Gillard.
That's great, thank you. So the 11:20 is the next available one today. So you get the first call in about half an hour.
Okay.
Have you travelled with us before?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so there's your hanger for today at below 10.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See ya.
Ta-da.
So there we are. There's our hanger, which we have to put up on the car. So you collect a little ticket like this. The gentleman has checked us in, so the next available train is the one we booked on anyway, which is 11:20. So we will head there now. We have an electric vehicle, so there are charging points here, as you can see, Tesla ones. There are some more over there, which unfortunately they're doing works by at the moment, so we can't get to those. So hopefully we can download this. So yeah, if you do have an EV, you can charge your car before boarding your train. Okay, so we've just plugged in. You don't need to have a Tesla, obviously. We have a Hyundai. So yeah, let's head off now. My last charging into the terminal. Okay, so we are at the passenger terminal now. There's a little pet area. Okay, so vending machines, customer service and tickets. Duty-free shop. Lots of available shops in here. W. Smith's. Foods court. So we're going to head to the most important place of all before you travel, the toilets. So it is our time to go to passport control. So as you can see, there's a few lanes open here. So this is the next stage. After you've left your duty free, you follow these arrows. 6 lanes. It's pretty busy today because it is a bank holiday weekend when we're going over for half term. So yeah, so we will give our passports in now. Okay, so we have passed passport control. Now there's inspection maybe. So we shall see.
Okay.
Okay, so there's an inspection line there. They've stopped us by here. I don't know what's happening. Great, typical. We are having to have an inspection. Okay, so they're just having a... don't even know what they're doing really, but there's a lot of us cars in this lane. So we're just kind of moving along.
Thank you.
Wait for the band.
Wait for the what?
Wait for the band.
Wait for the band.
Okay. Let's see what they actually check here then.
Just be a couple of minutes.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. That's okay, babes.
Okay, so we've just come through the inspection little lane. They did some swabs of the steering wheel and the door handles and other parts of the car. So interesting. Obviously we were clean. So yeah, on to the next part now, where we will have to show passports again. Okay, so we are about to get to the French side now, where we have to give our passports in. Still obviously haven't boarded the train yet, but you do one lot of passport checks for the British side and one lot for the French side. So we have been pretty delayed and we've actually missed our train, so they will load us onto the next ones, we hope. So yeah, onwards to the train. Right, so we are making our way now. We have disabled badge, so our ticket gets us hopefully into, as you can see, we're skipping part of the queues now, so that's always handy. So yeah, lots of queuing again. There is designated disabled lane, as you can see. So, are you alright? Disabled, yeah?
Where'd you bring badge?
For that.
Yeah, see on the spare. Are you restricting mobility at all?
No, mobility's fine.
Alright, then yeah, it's fine.
Lovely,
Thank you.
No problem. Are we on traffic?
Okay, sorry. So we had to show our blue badge, because I guess anybody can just book a ticket online, can't they, whether they're disabled or not, so you do have to show that. So yeah, we do get a bit of an advantage, to be fair. We cut out all of these cars queuing, so we got the top here now and we have to wait until they let us through. Like I said, our train has actually departed by now, but it's been so busy they'll put us on the next one and we are through straight away, so that's pretty handy. Okay, so it's a really long drive actually around. It's a really big area. So obviously if you don't have a disabled badge, you will be queuing back with there, as you just saw. And you have letters, so... Okay, down here now is where the trains are waiting. So all of the people are up this end, calling us. So... Okay, they've told us to go down this way, and here is our train.
Train car.
These are really weird looking trains if you haven't seen one before. So yeah. My camera is going in and out of zoom, so I do apologise for that.
Yeah, I'm going now.
So they've stopped us, we're here now. I'll start again when they call us in. So we are the first to get on this train. We are the front of the queue, which is I think what they do anyway with disabled tickets. So as you can see, you can't even see the end of the train. It's massive. It has 2 stories as well, so we'll see which level we're on now when they ask us to. So one of the workers has just come to tell us that it won't be too long, but one of the fire safety equipment in one of the carriages is going off, so we have to wait. They cannot load any of the train obviously until that carriage is fixed, so we have a little wait now, but it's a beautiful day. So okay, more drama. Our train cannot be fixed, so we have a car coming down now because obviously we've come down a big ramp to get on this. So yeah, there's a car coming down in front of us that is going to escort us off a different ramp and onto another train. So the saga continues. Okay, so this is what happens if the train you were going to get on cannot actually go. So we have a little car in front of us now that is taking us to a different train. All very exciting. Nothing always goes to plan, does it? But that's what the trains look like. 2 levels, down a little ramp. But unfortunately, we were obviously the first to go on that train. So now we've got to just join a queue. For the next train and hope that they've got spaces on there. So while we're waiting for other people that have obviously been diverted up, our car is letting all of these people out. Let's just have a look. On the mountain here, look. A horse.
We stopped.
Yeah, we've stopped for now because we've got to let all of these people up the ramp as well, because we've all now got to find another train to go on.
We're dead on a train.
Okay, so we've gone back around on a little loop and now we are getting on this train. Well, at least you've seen what happens if there's any sort of hiccup. So the train, they're so long that they board in kind of two sections. So this is for getting on at this half. Halfway down the train there's an open area that you can board down there as well. So look, there's another train coming in or going. Yeah, so yeah, we are going up to the top one, the top ramp now, so that's good. It's a little bit you've got to be careful when you're going in. So here we go. You come up these ramps. So like I say, we are on the top deck of this train now. Doesn't even look like a train, does it? It's amazing. So each one of these carriages, as you can see as we're going along, they're all in different sections and they fit something like 3 cars I think in each one. So I don't know if we need to go into that one. Probably, yeah. Don't know. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I moved that down there. Well, that's silly, isn't it? So they can only fit sort of 3 in and then the doors will close and section off each little compartment. So I'll bring you back now when we are all okay. So we are in our carriage. As you can see in front of the car in front there are little doors and a shutter, so they fit. I don't know how many are in our carriage, but we'll get out in a moment now and show you the carriages. Some safety information. When we start moving, you can get out of your car. There's enough room, as you can see, to stretch your legs. And yeah, they will put the safety announcement on when we start.
Oh, Diana, I'm one of the 2 numbers traveling with you today. Our expected crossing time is 35 minutes. For passengers traveling on the double-deck carriages, you will find toilets every 3rd carriage. If you are traveling with high vehicles, toilets at the front or the back in carriage number 2 or 15. Please read carefully the safety information printed on your letterhead. In case of emergency, you may use the green call points on the side panels. We apologize for the delay today and we wish you a pleasant crossing with Eurotunnel.
There we go, so that's a little welcome and a little bit of information about our crossing. Like I say, we are delayed, but never mind, these things happen. So we're just waiting now. Oh, here we go, we are on the move. Luckily we've got a window right by the car, look, so you actually go for a little while before you go into the tunnel itself.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Listen carefully to the following safety information. Please ensure that your handbrake is on and that your vehicle is in 1st gear or park. For your safety and comfort, we recommend that you stay with your vehicle. Do not stand or walk between the vehicles during the crossing. As a safety measure, please open sunroofs or vents and keep your windows open halfway throughout the crossing. We would like to remind you that for safety reasons, flash photography and smoking are strictly forbidden on board, as they interfere with our fire detection systems. If you require any assistance, you can call a crew member using the call points situated on the side panels of the carriage. Safety instructions are also displayed on the side panels. Please read these instructions carefully. In the unlikely event of an emergency, follow the instructions broadcast over the public address system, shown on the overhead visual display panels, or given by crew members. Should an incident be detected in your carriage, the following alarm will sound. Followed by an evacuation announcement. On hearing the alarm signal, you should move directly to the next carriage. This is a precautionary measure while the shuttle continues its crossing. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, that was our little safety announcement. As you can see, we've been going for a couple of minutes now. We're still not actually in the tunnel yet.
Veuillez être attentif aux informations suivantes. Veuillez vérifier la bonne immobilisation de votre véhicule, frein à main serré et première vitesse enclenchée ou la position parking. Évitez de stationner ou de marcher entre les voitures pendant la traversée.
And we're in the tunnel.
Par mesure de sécurité, nous vous prions de
So it'll only be about 20-25 minutes, I think, and we will be out the other side. So here is some of the safety information that shows what the tunnel. You have to excuse me; it's a little bumpy. So the service tunnel, two tunnels for the trains, and a bit of information there. So there's lots of tannoys and buttons you can press if there's an emergency, a defibrillator. So yeah, if you're at all anxious, there are staff on hand all the time that you can speak to, and you can get through to the next carriage through those doors, so you're never kind of trapped. Yeah, and there's 5 cars, I think, in here with us. So yeah, it's quite wide. There's enough room for you to walk up between the cars, and there's toilets every 3rd carriage, I believe. So yeah, it's a really pleasant little trip. And if you are at all anxious, rest assured that it's really not as bad as you might think. Okay. We are in France. It's so sunny, I can't even see anything out the window. Like. So, half an hour later, here we are. It's a really easy crossing, I gotta be honest. And yeah, it's really nice and warm now. So, here's the announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, we shall be arriving shortly. Please return to your vehicle. As safety checks will be carried out once the shuttle doors have been opened, unloading will not commence until a few minutes after arrival. Remember to take your vehicle out of first gear once the shuttle has stopped, and do not start your engine until unloading begins. Would coach drivers please close sunroofs and vents? Don't forget to put your watches forward 1 hour and to drive on the right after leaving the terminal. We hope you have had a pleasant crossing with Eurotunnel, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Okay, that's it. We are here.
Mesdames et messieurs.
Okay, so as you can see, we have stopped. We are in France. We have stopped now. So there's some little sirens going off. These doors are now opening. It's pretty cool, isn't it? So each section has these doors. like I say, you can walk through the small side doors to get to the toilets, or further down the carriage if you want to. So yeah, it's a really easy way to get from Britain to France. Fair play. Right, I'll bring you back when we start departing. Okay, I think it's time for us to start driving off the shuttle. Yeah, we're off. So obviously we came on at the one end, and you can obviously only go off forwards. So we drive to the front of the shuttle now. This is a big old shuttle, in fairness. So just remember, when you get off at the other side, you have to drive on the right hand side, put your clocks forward an hour, and I suggest, if you've not done this before, set your car to kilometres an hour if you can. And we've got an alert on this car that notifies you of speed cameras and the speed limit changes, because they do like in France to go up and down the different speed limits quite often, and it's hard to work out kilometres an hour, isn't it? I know most cars have got the both displayed, but if you've got that function, do turn it on, because it's really, really handy. Ours actually beeps every time you're like 1 mile or kilometre over the limit. So there we are, we're at the front of the train now, I think, or this is probably the middle actually. Down the ramp. Yeah, the middle this is, isn't it? And off, thank you. Yeah, see, so there's the middle, there's an open gap there where the others can go on and off from the bottom. So, excuse the wobbliness. Here we are in France. We are in France. This is another huge
In 300 meters, turn right and then
place.
left.
So yeah, just driving out here now.
Please follow the road for 1.6 kilometers.
And yeah, have a lovely time when you visit France. I hope you've enjoyed this little video, just give you a little insight for anybody who hasn't been on the shuttle before. It's a really simple process and a really comfortable journey, so do give it a try. And yeah, I apologise, I'm not a professional at doing this. This is just on my phone, but hey ho, it's a little bit of information. So thank you. Bye bye.